And now, our feature presentation.
You are watching a master at work.
What's up, Raider Nation? Raf in the building, and welcome everybody to another episode of Silver and Black Experience. No BS, no clickbait, no drama, no filter, just Raiders, baby. And we're gonna start the little things to checking out the things right now, because for the first time, and I've been telling you, because last night I was doing this experiment, but right now it is getting official, ladies and gentlemen. For the first time, not only on this podcast and also on this channel, we're gonna do a vertical live stream. So give it a round of applause right now, because these are one of those things that we're looking for. Because after dealing with some experimental shots with the YouTube studio and of course from StreamYard, well, I didn't have it like at the course for the OBS, but yes. But right now it's finally here. Our vertical live stream doing Silver and Black Experience. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. And of course, if you're new of this, go there and subscribe to my channel, El Capitán Rafucho. You can type in on YouTube, El Capitán Rafucho, and boom, there it is. Videos, live streams, reactions, and more. And of course, if you subscribe to my channel, welcome, because right now the watch hours are very, very important to see all of my content. And I almost there for 1K subscribers. So yes, it is. And right now it is 1 p.m., which is on Eastern time, 10 a.m. at the Pacific time. So welcome everybody. Welcome. So after that, I was doing like an experimental thing about for the live stream, talking about for the Raiders. I mean, what can I tell about it? After the whole draft madness on Detroit, Michigan, I mean, that was like a great one. I mean, I cannot believe that it just signed for like a lot of things in the draft. First, we just got the Camion Richardson, which is like a speed monster, but he needs to improve a lot of more visibility and of course for this leg work. Also, we just got a tight end for Georgia Bulldogs, which is, a matter of fact, he's one of the best tight ends in college football. It's been compared to George Kittle, but right now we just see this right here on his prime, because he knows about the defense, blocking, and of course he is a beast on the field. And remember when you guys see Michael Mayer drafting for the first time at 2023 with the Notre Dame, and then we just had back-to-back. I mean, what can I say about the folks? It's going to be so interesting to watch him. And can you imagine about for the combination between Michael Mayer and Brock Bowers? That will be explosive. And not only for the explosive, I mean, we're just talking about for Jackson Bowers Johnson. I mean, this dude is absolutely a beast. And that was just like a great steal pick for the Raiders 2024 draft class. And for other things, because right now they're just seeing a lot of things going on, because they're looking for the defense and the offense. But that dude, it's just like a size of the monster. It reminds me of like the young Jason Kelce, but much powerful, more great. And of course, he knows it about for the great defense, and he will knock you out right now. I mean, what can I say about it, folks? So yes. And there's another one which is, I really like it. It became one of my favorite picks of the 2024 draft, which is Tommy Eichenberg. Do not be confused about Eichenberg and Eisenberg, because the only two Eisenbergs that I just really know, that's first is J.C. Eisenberg, which they know for the role of Mark Zuckerberg, the movie The Social Network, and Eisenberg, which is from Breaking Bad, one of the greatest TV shows ever in the last decade. So yes, we're talking about for Tommy Eichenberg for Ohio State. And dude, he was like, this is the guy that we needed for. And I know he's been injured twice where he was playing in Ohio State as a linebacker, but man, he just brought a lot of attitude to Robert Spillane. And can you imagine about this one? Because the linebacker room, the tight end room, and of course for the wide receiver room, which is we just add some more depth. And this one, which is wow, I cannot believe that it just happened right now. So, so yes, I know that they're staring at me, but yes. But I know it's just happening right now. So things are getting a little bit started right now, but yeah. I know that it's just back on camera, but yeah. But talking about for Eichenberg, I mean, that dude was tremendously right. I mean, that's the guy that we needed for because Tom Telesco did a great job and he was always about for the technique and, of course, for the strategy. And for the strategy to say for Tom Telesco to say, no quarterback, what the heck are we doing here? Because they just brought the best of the classic quarterback. So the only point is we're not going to draft any quarterback. We're going to draft any player that is only available in every positions. No matter it's going to be running back, wide receiver, tight end, center, guard, safety, all about this. And boom, did it take in? Yes, it was. Yes, it is, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, it is. But I gotta tell you for this one is completely out of my breath, and I think this is one of the I don't know it's gonna be like the best draft class of the 2024, but I will tell you for this one, it became like very solid because right now it's just like a little improvement about for the what happened to the 2023 draft, and yes, I think it's very important to see the youngest talent, rookies. I mean, it all became happen. So right now for the draft class of 2024, welcome to the Silver and Black Nation. Because right now it is time to work, a lot of discipline, a lot of workout, and of course, mentality. Mentality all day, all night long with a Black Sunday attitude. Yes, it is. But after that I just told for the Michael Gulp, I mean, that was just like the greatest one. I mean, if you need another dead player, just look at it for the cheapest one. Because right now we have the dead cap, a dead cap, which is more investing about for these cheap players, and let's see for those players who are being cut or everything. But signing up for Michael Goff for the Dallas Cowboys because he was really cut after the night for another year, then another year. I mean, there could be anything go wrong, but it doesn't have to go wrong right there because Michael Gallup, I mean, he was so cheap that every time that it's gonna see, well, it's happening right now because right now they have so much opportunity to use him. But for the Dallas Cowboys, they didn't have much opportunity to use as a deep threat in the offense because isn't it like it giving like Dak Prescott enough time to let those plays to evolve? I mean, yeah, but he just signed for a 1 year deal worth up to $3 million. I mean, if you look at his stats, they're not very impressive. They're not very impressive. But I think the Dallas Cowboys are still paying him because he just signed for attention in 2022. Because I just assumed that he was a great player. But Cowboys had too many mouths, not enough balls to give them. But man, but I will tell you this one because he was very amazing on slants, back shoulders. I mean, the LCL just really came back, but also he can really catch passable cuts. Will learn for the sun for the medals, challenging throws, and barely anything between. But it's gonna be like a classic Cowboys move. I mean, they're overpay a guy to underproduce, watching the call for less to produce and much more, but maybe it kind of but it doesn't really happen. But but yeah. But I will tell you for this one, I think it's gonna be like a solid depth, solid low risk depth signing. If he can stay healthy, that could be like a really nice addition. Because along with Adams, Myers, Bowers, Mayer, Trey, Love, which is pronounced Lovey, There could be like a potential pass, catching draft at the backfield. Some get better to get open. I mean, for those Dallas Cowboys who are watching, last year was full season back since the ACL trade cut this 2021 season. And he just started with deal with the calf strain that it cost some games. Also, he just suffered from meniscus tear. But that you saw for the 2019 to 2020, but just like a different player that you saw for the last season. But 1 year deal on $3 million, there's no real harm if there's anything left. But I would say that he's not bad. Not as good as when before his injury, but he was pretty decent. And somehow he wouldn't make the greatest, the biggest cash that we ever would see for those years. So yes. Mel Cabesi is in the building. How's it going, Mel Cabesi? Salute to you. Yeah, but I would love to see him right now for the action right now. Yeah. Also, I just wanted to tell you for those right now who's seeing him right now. So not only we just got a great choice signing off with Malcolm Gallup from the Dallas Cowboys, and of course we just made like a great, good draft class of 2024. Why we didn't draft a quarterback? And why those fans, they just needed so bad to trade Lance. Remember about that guy? Trade Lance for the San Francisco 49ers. He will get his chance soon. I don't think it's going to be at this point right now. I mean, what can I say about it? If you're a top 3 pick, get him out to a third string, get traded away for the rookie contract for peanuts, and you stuck at the third stringer of your team, you're a bust. And that's exactly what I'm thinking about for Trey Lance. I know that injuries have hampered the chances, and I don't blame for it. But he couldn't have it the backup job over Sam Darnold or Rush when he was healthy. I mean, look at this. First, the Mr. Irrelevant, which is Brock Purdy for the San Francisco 49ers. They just came out for the Super Bowl, but they just came short. But Trey Lance became for the first round pick. I don't think it's gonna be like a great choice to put in name for the Raiders. I mean, it's not gonna happen. Not gonna happen because he is a bust. He doesn't have the character issues Leaf or Russell did, but they gave out like a king's ransom for a guy who barely played. But yes, he never really got a chance. Because is it anyone's fault between 2020 and injuries? We barely saw any meaningful snaps over the last 5 years. For Raw, the only prospect that is incredibly difficult set of secrets since Robert Cohn. But they're not doing it like it at the chance. If they want to steal and play, I don't know. Because people say that he never got a chance, but if he wanted to see it. But for those fans right now, can you name a player who start 4 games? I'm sorry. First, start 4 games of the first 3 years, got bounced between multiple teams and still doing good out. Maybe Kurt Warner, Rick Fave. I mean, not exactly ready to go for it. But it's not only just a bust, but it's an all-time bust. But I'll tell you for this, it didn't really help out. It didn't. Because when they just drafted for the first time, they just spent 3 round picks on him, but they shipping him off because he couldn't play. He couldn't play. It is not even the fault because he didn't even really play at college enough to where I'm going so high. But you saw for the started 1 games right now. Because I gotta tell you, he really sucked. Because he made like the tangibles, for he likes the intangibles. Clearly saw them between the executives and coaches. And luckily, when he was drafted for the San Francisco 49ers, it didn't give like too much into a suck coast fallacy and just look out hugely, and they just offer to suck because it's not that good. And they need to stop acting like every horrible player who's young and simply talented deserves a third chance. Does know what that means? A full season at the starter for a fair chance. Some guys that just suck, including Trey Lance. Because if you saw that dude for a start 4 games, and that's not a positive because of the reason that he should take it a chance for him for some untapped professional. But the fact is he just started 4 games, that's the problem. He has many attempts for the tie for a career. And Tom Brady's final season at age 45, you can also see with few career snaps, but obviously they just made like a playing time. But how the hell is going to play it for enough time? Does it seem like enough time to draw enough for the onto the field and play with the ball for 2 seasons? Would your team lose every game for those coaches get fired for that taking that chance? I mean, there's absolutely not. Who knows? You gotta become next Tom Brady or something that Dak Prescott gets seriously hard for some reason they have. Cooper Rush. I mean, it's not gonna happen. I'm telling you. No Trey Lance to go at the Raiders. You might know it's gonna be Jeans, but absolutely no. Hell to the no to Trey Lance to go to the Raiders. I mean, we just got enough pain. I mean, remember the last season of Derek Carr. I just wanted to say with another Drake, but remember the last season for Derek Carr. I mean, along for the new regime of Josh McDaniels and Dave Ziegler, I mean, he was really, really getting out of control. And he has a lot of mouth to say how to get his press. And boy, they just got hitting up. Because the relationship between the coach and the quarterback during the playbook, it's not working at all. Sometimes it worked, sometimes it didn't. But at the same time, I mean, the only problem with the issue for the quarterback, Derek Carr, it just became he didn't had much of a lot of 100% that we just got it. I mean, prove me wrong about this, but he didn't have a lot of more to get involved for this one. So yes, what I said it. I mean, what can I tell about this, folks? It's not gonna worth it. Not gonna worth it, and it's not gonna happen at this time. So yes. So that's going to be like a point of view of Trey Lance, because it's not going to happen. I mean, it's still like still everything, but yeah, I know about that. Also, I just wanted to say shout out to Soy Vargas de la Cruz, also Sulibet Gonzalez, TMGF11, and Mitch Koski, as knows, one of my brothers who are working out at the Hardcore Sports Network. And by the way, he's doing like an amazing job coming out for the Caesars versus Knicks. I mean, he was doing like a great job, and I just see like one of the shorts between the clutch of Terry Maxey to get tied up of this one. So yes, so I'll give it like a lot of props to Mitch Koski, and then it's just doing like an amazing job. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So getting back for the whole drama of Trey Lance, it could be an option. No, it is. Because it's gonna be like the biggest flag. Was the players were giving like a fucking preseason, even though they did not get a trust or a trophy with the preseason enough to get him killed. Because the Trey Lance Purdy draft, it's just like more than the stream version or Pharrell Crosby draft. Lance is really, really bad. AOC could probably torches in the quarterback competition. But it's not a mystery. It's just like can preseason practice doesn't exist to people like you. You just realize that a lot of times the coach should judge a player outside to see him for the games. If he was good, he'll be started. But they don't want to another quarterback that we're happy to get rid of. I mean, Jimmy Garoppolo was bad enough, but it's just like they're gonna spend a lot of capital, so they're gonna quickly like gonna speak to volumes. But he doesn't have like the knowledge about for the football IQ, and Trey Lance is more like minus 100. minus minus 100. Milk capacity say, Rafa, what's your favorite draft pick? That's very interesting question. So I would say it because that is between two. Between two. Jackson Powers Johnson and Tommy Atchenberg from Ohio State. I mean, I was watching between the game with the Pac-12 championship that was between Washington versus Oregon. And boy, Jackson Powers Johnson, he became one of the best. And they have a strong hands and more technique because it's gonna be so great at all. I mean, it's like a center prospect considered for a sturdy build, shorter than the average statue. But I think it's to the mercy of the standout for the defensive coordinator Will Steinson for Oregon, because I'm glad that Bo Nix is sure drafted to the Denver Broncos. I'm very happy because that gave us like a great draft so far. But I'm very surprised that dude right here, it was like an enormous beast. I mean, so far, because there's a lot of good debate to see who's got the best prospect. I mean, he looks like a human wrecking ball at the first glance. I mean, great at end of flying blitzes. He was very athletic, great light laboratory mobility. He has gotten off of the hands and some uber athletic linebackers with much trouble. Many teams are very concerned as a technique as a pass blocker. I mean, he's just like at a stranger the kind is constantly like he loses like the average battle at times for the result. Hand replacement is too wide at times. That's block up tight, which is not very ideal for pairing up, but he's very comfortable as very for a prospect, but they could have better footwork at times. But I think that when he was playing for Oregon, he ran a zone run scheme, which they have it for the new regime. I mean, it will come to the league in all guys instantly because he's just here for the rookie moments facing a light interior defensive lineman. I mean, it could have happened. I mean, I like this guy, and for right now, it seems really perfect to us. And for Tommy Eichenberg, I mean, this dude, he gave us like Max Crosby, Robert Spillane vibes. Because if you're gonna love them, then he's absolutely a stud, a great football addict freak. I mean, he fit perfectly for the Raiders Nation. I mean, who else is gonna play for the broken hand and the football addict freak? Not only Tommy Eichenberg, but also Robert Spillane and Max Crosby. It might be like a mental bias, but I think that this dude, I mean, he's awesome. He got a lot of passion. I mean, he was playing at this moment because they're about to get the straight up right now on the field. I mean, he was just like a hard-hitting linebacker, but he's very good at disrupting offense as his brother is. I mean, I'm very excited right now because I thought it was going to be like a two bad hands, but no. He was just like a straight dog right now. But yes, I would say that for Eichenberg, I mean, he was just like a straight dog. And I mean, for me, I mean, that's like the perfect 10 by 10. Oh yes. If they're gonna love it, they're gonna love it. And of course, and I've been seeing like a lot of film study. Oh yes. Male capacity say Brock Barris has some of the best cans I've been seeing off of the college. Hell yeah. Because I've been seeing like in Georgia Bulldogs, and this dude was a freaking monster, a freak athlete. I mean, what can I tell you about this, folks? We just got a jackpot. We just got a great jackpot, ladies and gentlemen, a great jackpot. Because after we just do for the 2023 draft, about for Michael Mayer, linebacker, Tyree Wilson. Right now, we just hit the jackpot because after all these bad things, the bad juju we just got for over the last few years draft, I mean, this is like the great redemption of this draft. I mean, there you have it. There you have it at all. And I'm really liking it. I'm really liking it at all, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm loving it. So right now I don't know if I get to say that about this, but I'm gonna share the screen right now. Then right now, let's just see for a monumental play from Brock Bowers. But yes, I mean, it's gonna be like so excited to see this man in action. This man in action. So right now, let's just see what I got right now. All right, so this tweet is gonna be unnecessary roughness. This is like the film study, and let's check them out right now. So hold it a minute. Let's go to share the screen right now. All right, so there it is. You guys ready? You guys ready for anything? Let's go.
Look at the left foot. It's elevated. The strength of the left hand. Trying to stay in bounds and trying to get to the line.
Slow-mo camera
AT&T 5G shows it to you. That left foot looked like it went out of bounds, but it goes up into the
athlete
air right there. Right foot is up, and then eventually he goes out of bounds, Bill. We've got a first down.
Bennett in trouble. Gets it to Bowers, the tight end. First grab for him today. And the freshman's off to the races. Bowers will take it all the way. There's a flag down. Bowers in the end zone.
Bennett under pressure, delivers downfield. It's Brock Bowers who goes high to make the catch.
They'll go there. Bowers climbs the ladder. He's got another touchdown. Field position in the afternoon and wide open. Room service to Bowers. And the freshman is off.
See right there? I mean, look at this wide open, and right now you can see like a lot of work to do. But I mean, this guy is awesome. I mean, you can never underestimate right now, but yeah. But I will tell you for this one, I really loved it, and of course that Brock Bowers became like an enormous beast of the college football, but he seemed like it just became like a greatest choice. There it is. So I love this kid, and I think the combination is gonna be like so great right now. So really great. Also, shout out to those persons who came out to this one. So I really appreciate about that. So yes. Also, if you had time, go there and subscribe to my channel, which is El Capitán Rafucho. You can type it in on YouTube, and boom. There's videos, there's live streams, there's reactions. There's all about. And I'm on my way to the 1K subscribers. And what can I tell you about this, folks? I'm on a cloud nine right now because right now I had more than 800 subscribers. And I'm not kidding, folks. I'm not kidding. So I just got like the subscriptions 888. Yep. That is 888 subscribers. I'm on my way. I'm on my way right now. Hey, what's up, Kid Murray? How's it going? Salute to you, Kid Murray. You'll go back to say congrats, Rafa. There you go right now. So I know because this is the first time doing vertical live stream, but I'm gonna show like another film study. But this time it's gonna be Jackson Powers. Jackson Powers Johnson. So even though this is gonna be blocked by anything we're having right now, so that's gonna be like a really short. Oh god damn it, but I know it's gonna really happen. But let's see what did they got right now. Oh yes, that it is. All right, so I'm gonna share the screen right now because we just see like a great player from Jackson Powers Johnson. I mean, if you see them, that's from Oregon. You know what I said about this one? So yes. All right, let's see what I got right now. Oh, they had no volume. Man. Boom! There you go. He was just like a monster. Look at his arm technique. Look at his running. I mean, he had a great talent to block. And then boom! See ya! I love this game right now. So you gotta take notes about this. Take some notes, ladies and gentlemen. Because he just brought like blend power and physicality on the terrier. He can play various positions across from the line. And what can I tell you about this, folks? I mean, this guy is so great. I mean, some of the fans that just wanted to Fautano, Latin, or Barton, but I mean, it's not even like the projected at the top 35 of prospects, but he became like one of the most underrated guys ever on the draft. Even though that he just dropped it, I mean, what could I tell you? But I think this one is completely out of control. But I know there are some linebackers. It became like a particularly followed down for the draft right now. But even they just got Kingsley Suamaitia, which is absolutely a freak nature. And what can I tell it about this, folks? I mean, this guy is tremendously right. And it's going to be like, because that block is going to be the nastiest thing that I ever see about it. And I loved it. Because I think that personality, confidence, ability, and power to back it up for the elite level traits is going to be a lot of NFL evaluators. So it's going to be so great. And there's a lot of persons that say, oh, this is going to be upset right now, but you just told about for the draft right now. But I mean, there's nothing about it. I mean, that dude run an extra 10 yards. The running back will look much better. But he's a fucking baller. It takes everything that it goes through, like a deadlift, like 325 lb, and this guy like running like that, but nobody can match it because that defender ain't knocked out. But man, he's bleeding at Civil and Black. But I gotta tell you, they're just right now, they have enormous pounds of power, and that's what they need for. Because all the strategy of Tom Telesco, we just need more dogs in action. And do you want to see like the sun reaction of the dog? Just take it a mouth. It's just like it exactly like the barking of the dog. So they're gonna check this out. So I know my fraud is gonna happen. There you go. There you go. So that's a sound for the barking of the dog, but yeah. But I gotta tell you, it's gonna be like a great special. And he's also one of the highest career pass block grades in Oregon with 91.8. I mean, I just realized that we just earned the jackpot. We just earned the jackpot, and I really got through a lot of things right now. Oh, hey, how's it going, Moon Boots? Salute to you. But the strategy, it's completely like it really I gotta tell you for this one. It really shocked me because after the whole years of failing experiments, just like Jimmy Garoppolo, Josh Ziegler, well, Dave Ziegler and Josh McDaniels. I mean, I just missing it off with those words right now because sometimes I haven't eaten right now. Sometimes I've been working on my sleep, but man, that week it was like crazy about it, and I haven't even eaten week right now. But but I gotta tell you, after whole years of failed experiment between Josh McDaniels, Dave Ziegler, and Jimmy Garoppolo, right now Tom Telesco got the perfect job to focus all around for the defense and the offense. Why? Because the strategy is the next one. Do not draft a quarterback. Draft the best player as soon as possible. And they did. They just drafted Brock Bowers, the best tight end in college football ever in the history, Jackson Powers Johnson, Tommy Eichenberg, DeCamio Richardson, Dana Lovey, and of course, Trey Taylor as safety for Air Force. I mean, what can I tell you about it? Tom Telesco is cooking at the stir pot because every people they just thought that they're gonna draft a quarterback, they're gonna draft a center back, they're thinking about for Bo Nix, Michael Penix Jr., JJ McCarthy, Jaden Daniels. I mean, all the first round they just picked 6 quarterbacks in 6 different teams. Bo Nix to the Denver Broncos. I mean, they're gonna be like a great combination along with Zach Wilson. They're gonna be a lot of fun to watch, even though they're gonna be screamed over and over and over. But still, at this day, Denver suck, Broncos suck. I mean, it's gonna be like Dumb and Dumber. Also, Jaden Daniels got drafted by the Washington Commanders. It doesn't mean surprise it at all, but well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Another washed up quarterback gets for another poor franchise in the whole history of the NFL. Also, they got J.J. McCarthy from the Minnesota Vikings. Another example of another washed up quarterback going into like another poor franchise, mid franchise. It could be wrong, it could be right, but hey, it is what it is. Also, Caleb Williams going drafted to Chicago. Now, a lot of people didn't know about it, so I hope Chicago get ready for hanging out with pink cell phones, getting paint nets done, and of course, doing like some feminine stuffs, but I don't think that Chicago is going to be ready for this. I don't think that Chicago is going to be ready at all. But hey, I know the draft select a lot of things right now, but Tom Telesco's strategy to not drafting the quarterback is pure genius because we just drafted a back-to-back tight end. Jackson Powers Johnson, which is a great guard and great center. Also, Tommy Eichenberg, as I know, is a linebacker. DeCamio Richardson, which is a speed demon. We're just looking at the NFL combined, but I think he needs a lot of improvement. Also, Dylan Law, which is a running back, and we just signed Michael Gallup, a wide receiver, which is the best way is the best thing you ever happen. The cheaper that you have to look at it, then you have to hit the jackpot. So there you go right now, ladies and gentlemen. So, yeah. Also, shout out to the 6 persons watching in on YouTube, 7 persons on Twitter. I mean, this is the first time that I was doing a vertical live stream for the first time at this podcast. And man, what can I tell about it? Also, salute to 49ers Ultimate Report, Ed Comunicador against the fans, Joel Vargas. I mean, they're all in because I'm going to tell you, they have much love for the Capitan, but I got to tell you one more thing. Stop lurking and go there and subscribe to your favorite captain, El Capitán Rafucho, on YouTube. So click the button on subscribe, hit the like, hit the bell for notifications, and boom, there you go. There you go right now. So I know there's going to be a lot of crazy at all, but yes. But yeah. Also, there's another stuff before we're wrapping it up. I mean, what can I say about this, folks? And I know the watch hours, it's kind of like very different, but right now I'm doing all my best as a content creator. And I know that the next season is going to be so really interesting. And the next week is going to be the schedule release. I don't know if the first week or the last week it's going to be like complicated or easy, but I'm going to put on because the first week is going to be against Atlanta Falcons, and the last week we're going to do against Denver Broncos, just like the same for the last season. But I got my prediction for the first week of the schedule for the 2024-2025 season. First week, I'm going to predict Raiders versus Falcons. And then the last week, Raiders versus Broncos, just like back-to-back. So it's going to be like the whole prediction because I know the schedule release is going to be at the second week of May, because right now we're going on May, but I know it's going to be copyrighted, but I know it's going to be May, but but right now I got to do it for the I know it's going to be copyright, but it's May 2nd, so you know what that means? April is over, and yes, it is. It's going to be May because May is not only about Cinco de Mayo, but also is Mother's Day. Also, you can have fun with a lot of friends at the pool, at the beach, because they're almost there. They have the summer feeling because right now we are in spring. We are in spring right now, ladies and gentlemen. Almost there for the summer, which is on June, which is going to be so great. And of course, for this week, I think it's going to be a lot of more important about for the sports right now because not only after the NFL draft, they just got great matches for the NBA playoffs. They got Scissors versus New York Knicks, which is the game number 6. And I got to tell you, expect the unexpected because right now, tonight I'm going to be like live along with Science Sania talking about for the MMA, boxing, and wrestling. But after that, I'm going to leave you for like a great surprise. Before and after the podcast, the Comeback Club, I have a little surprise twice, but you gotta wait until like 8 p.m. Mr. Time, 10 p.m. Mr. Time. I don't know, but if it comes after the halftime, but yeah, it's gonna be so great. And yes, and this weekend is gonna be so awesome. There's be a lot of action of baseball games of the MML, Major League Baseball. Also, they just got the Venezuela Professional Basketball League, which is I love it. Also, they just got the boxing match between Jaime Munguia versus Canelo Alvarez in boxing. And for UFC, they just got 2 amazing bangers. Jonathan Martinez versus Jose Aldo and Steve Ursich versus Alexander Pantoja. In City, Brazil. It's going to be on Rio de Janeiro because we got to move it at this right there because it got to do with the samba and all these things like that. But yes. So I'm going to tell you for this one. This is going to be so exciting right now. All right, so set for the music. I know it's gonna be like it is some to tell about it, but also shout out to those persons right here on this chat right now. Thank you very much, and of course, that was so great to grow up my channel. Yes. It's so great to grow up my channel and then boom, there it is. All right, so I don't know what the heck is gonna be. I'm gonna do this right now, but oh man, what can I tell you? What can I tell you? All right, so here it is. I know that I'm maybe a little pro right now, but I just wanted to let you know that it became like so much important for the sports week. This weekend, not only about this weekend, which is the Cinco de Mayo weekend, not only we gotta enjoy it for the baseball games, sometimes could be worrying, but it could be really exciting for the Major League Baseball. Also, they got the Venezuelan Professional Basketball League. Also, they just got the boxing match between Jaime Munguia versus Canelo Alvarez and the UFC 301, which is 2 amazing bangers. Jose Aldo versus Jonathan Martinez and Steve Ursich versus Alexander Pantoja. It is going to be on Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. So let's go for the samba. There you go right now. Enjoy for a lot of samba, funk, a lot of caipirinhas, Copacabana, and of course a lot of soccer because I know Brazil is going to be so excited. And believe me or not, Brazil, they got the best MMA fighters of all the world. And I'm not kidding, folks, because Brazilian got a special talent that nobody see that coming. Yep, nobody see that coming, ladies and gentlemen. And I've been telling you, this right now, that's gonna be so excited. Right now, it's almost 2 o'clock in the Eastern time, 11 a.m. with the Pacific time. So I gotta tell you, thanks for joining us with this special episode. And this is gonna be a vertical live stream, but thank you very much to join us for the first time doing the vertical live stream. So thank you very much. And of course, hit the like button, ring the bell for notifications, subscribe to your favorite captain on YouTube, and of course, you cannot miss the next episode that I'm going to bring out tomorrow, because I'm not going to get any details, but it's going to be like so interesting because I have a special guest tomorrow, which is Joe Marley for the MGT football, and we're going to talk about for everything about for the football, including the NFL draft, all these stuff like that. So don't miss it. And what can I tell about this, folks? Thanks for having us to this episode of Cinema Black Experience. I will see you there next time. And of course, I will see you there tonight at the Combat Club, along with my co-host, Zion Senate. So I will tell you for this one, have a great day. Have a great week. We're almost there for the glorious Cinco de Mayo. And this captain is going to land off. And just like Al Davis say, just win, baby. And we are out of here. Peace out, motherfuckers.